Poker Face, real name unknown, made his first appearance in Zip Comics 23. The comic was published in 1942 by MLJ Magazines Incorporated. The company that later became Archie Comics. Camy penciled the story, which doesn't actually have a title, while the writer is unknown. It featured forgotten Golden Age hero Blackjack as the protagonist. In the story, millionaire Rudolph Wayne suddenly holds an auction, selling everything he owns, and it seems as if the man is in a real hurry to just up and disappear. Blackjack becomes interested in his strange case, and while doing some illegal trespassing in Wayne's mansion, Blackjack discovers the reason for his odd behavior. The man has received a deadly warning in the form of a letter, accompanied by a poker chip, the calling card of Poker Face, a mysterious villain. The letter tells a dark tale of Wayne's past. Some time ago, Wayne, alongside his friends Anthony Phelps and the future Poker Face, was in a jungle in Africa, enjoying a game of cards in their hut. Poker Face, a brilliant player obviously, was winning the game, cleaning out the pockets of his two friends. They apparently didn't like this very much, and decided to overreact. Wayne offered him a drink, which was secretly spiked. Poker Face thus fell to the floor unconscious, and as he lay there, Phelps sunk a dagger into his chest. They then left him for dead. Yeah, if you ever play poker with these guys, just let him win. Luckily for the dying man, some tribesmen soon found him, and presumably took him to a doctor. The man is now returned, adopting the name Poker Face, and wears a featureless mask, plotting the end of his two friends. After reading this, Blackjack aims to stop the vengeful Poker Face, but he fails in saving Wayne. Before the millionaire is able to finish his auction, Poker Face gets to him, blowing a dart into his neck. It's no ordinary dart though, as after a few minutes, Wayne's face has been distorted into a blank visage, similar to that of Poker Face's. Not long afterwards, Blackjack fails again, being a pretty crappy superhero, and Phelps is given the same treatment as Wayne. Poker Face then makes a Phelps mask, being a master of disguise, and assumes the millionaire's identity. He then calls the cops over for some weird reason, and Blackjack arrives soon too. The hero sees through the villain's disguise, however, and they fight, which ends with Poker Face getting stabbed on his own knife. It seemed as if he died, but not so. While Blackjack and the cops were busy, Poker Face dragged his body into a police car and drove away. The character returned in the very next issue of Zip Comics. This tale was once again untitled, and picks up right where the previous one left off. The dying Poker Face manages to drive to a doctor's house, where he receives help. While examining the patient, the doctor also discovers that his featureless face isn't actually a mask, it's his real face. How the hell it became like that is never explained though. Anyway, when Poker Face wakes up, the doctor tells him he'll have to report the whole incident to the police. The villain responds with his trademark blow dart to the neck. To avoid the police, he takes on the identity of the doctor, but ironically, policemen soon arrive at the door, needing the doctor's medical help at a nearby prison. Poker Face is thus forced to follow them and play doctor at the prison. Naturally, Blackjack just so happens to be there too, having returned an escaped convict named Stinky Davis. Great gangster name. Long story short, Poker Face's cover is eventually blown, he fights the hero, and ends up being knocked into the electric chair, where he's fried. And that was the end of the dreaded Poker Face. We never saw the character ever again. I think this is a really cool character. He's got a great and creepy design. I love that blank face of his, so freaky. The fact he has eyes as opposed to nothing at all like Dr. No Face just makes him look even creepier. When you really think about it though, this guy is very similar to the Golden Age Joker. Obviously Poker and Joker sound similar, but it's far more than that. They've both got a card game theme. They're both masters at disguises. They both got a trademark calling card. Joker leaves a Joker card and Poker Face leaves a poker chip. They also leave their marks on their victims' faces. Joker leaves a grotesque grin and Poker Face a blank poker face. I don't think it's fair to say Poker Face is a Joker ripoff though. I'd say he was more inspired by the Joker. They do have their differences too. Joker didn't have an origin at the time and his identity was shrouded in mystery. With this guy we do get an origin, a very detailed one in fact. We don't know his name though. Joker was and is also very unsympathetic, while Poker Face is the opposite. He was greatly wronged and just wants revenge. The real villains are Wayne and Phelps. They killed their own friend over money. I don't know, if I was Poker Face I'd want revenge too. Some friends. I definitely feel this character is unique enough to stand on his own and shouldn't be considered a clone. He's also got a real interesting theme going on with the whole lack of emotions and identity. It ties neatly into the Poker Face moniker. However, this theme isn't explored enough in my opinion, and the second story especially pretty much wastes a really promising villain. There are also some weird parts, typical comic book stuff that don't make sense. Like, how did his face end up looking like this? How does his blow darts work? And how can he even blow any darts when he doesn't have a mouth? Anyway, despite these flaws, I still like the character. He's cool, he's creepy, and he really stands out. He was also a perfect villain for a hero called Blackjack. So let me know what you think, and as always, remember, Arkham Asylum awaits you in the next video.